Well, thank you, Jody, and good evening, men and women of Fairfax. Before I begin, may I take a moment to acknowledge my fellow candidates. This is my first political foray, and I am learning so much. But an early lesson for me has been the human element in political life. To each of my colleagues here tonight, may I say from the outset that in spite of our differences, you have my respect. To put oneself out into the harsh light of the political sphere and to bare your soul is no easy feat. To be in politics, I've already learnt that you must be ready to fail publicly, and perhaps at times brutally. And this must go about just about against every human instinct. And yet with your various convictions and motivations, you do it, and I salute you. This willingness to accept humiliation and defeat is perhaps also the reason why so many good people with great ideas and potentially fine leaders shy away from political life. Our nation, the poorer for it. May I particularly acknowledge Ted O'Brien, the incumbent member, who has twice won your vote, and yet now has to fend off the circling sharks. But such is political life, and Ted knows it. This necessary contest, part of which you will see here tonight, stimulates the constant renewal and indeed survival of the civilisation we have created. Perhaps some small comfort, Ted, against the snapping teeth. Colleagues and friends, my argument for being here at this moment is not to play the man, but to thank Ted for his service and to try and do my bit to fix a good system which has fundamentally broken down. I want Ted gone, not because I dislike the man, but because I see the perversion of party politics in Australia letting down the people and dragging our nation backwards. Everywhere I go, people are telling me that enough is enough. They're telling me that they are sick and tired of the same old glib electioneering from the parties, with which no matter who they choose, always brings disappointment. The people are sick of leaders who put loyalty to party or ideology ahead of the national interest, and they are sick of the pervasive, though often unseen influence of special interest groups, lobbyists and wealthy donors. The people see their cost of living rising, their living standards falling, and the social fabric of their nation disappearing. They see the waste and mismanagement of a hopeless government and of a bloated and out-of-touch federal bureaucracy whose rules are reaching ever more intrusively into their lives, strangling their productivity, freedom and happiness. Our nation is at a crossroads. In an unpredictable world, we must rise to the great challenge now of reforming our system while we still can. I believe that we must wrench our politics away from party allegiance and put Parliament back into the hands of the people. Perhaps as our Constitution intended it, and if not, perhaps as it ought to be. So to our many issues, some of which we will touch on tonight, and a task which won't be easy. I've got ideas and I'll share them with you as I can, whilst always listening to you. But if you're looking for quick fixes, slogans and statistics, well, I'm not your guy. All I can offer is some life experience and perspective born out of my long career as a pilot. I know a bit of an aviation theme here tonight, I'm sorry. And a sometimes small business owner. And the passion which comes from loving my country and all her people with all of my heart. From my perspective, that passion leads me to believe that there really is no point even trying to fix these things unless we first remember who we are. I believe that we must unify our people and restore our sovereignty economically, politically and socially. I believe that Australia must unshackle herself from the cult of guilt and shame and division. That we must remember the bond that all Australians share from the first to the last, and that is our shared love of this timeless land. I believe we must walk forward together and tackle all of these challenges we'll discuss tonight and the others with renewed confidence in ourselves and the conviction that we are the greatest nation on earth. Thank you for the opportunity to attend this evening's event.